Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
I'm Joel.
I'm Matt.
I'm Megan.
I'm Mimi.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. Everybody's pens look dry, everybody looks happy and healthy, right? Yeah, good. Welcome back, everybody. It's so nice to see you. So far this morning, we've been working on getting the farm set up, and we've been taking care of our animals. I normally don't show too much of the animals in summertime. I try and save that content for winter when there's not as much going on. But as you can see, everybody looks happy and healthy. We're all finished with our morning chores. Now we're gonna head out and start picking some things. And by field, I really mean garden. There's a lot of sunflowers out here that we want to get picked and into the farm market. See, something interesting is happening this week. Our road that we live on is doing a yard sale. So there's so many people doing yard sales and garage sales. That's gonna draw a lot of people to the area. So we want these sunflowers in the farm market so that we could sell them. And as you can see, some fell over from the intense winds we had the other day. So we just don't want them to go to waste. Now, when it comes to cutting sunflowers, this definitely isn't my favorite job, but I've been doing this since I was a little kid. This is how I used to make money when I was younger. I would raise sunflowers, cut them, put them in vases, and sell them in the farm market. So this brings me back to when I was a little boy. And then when my wife and I got married, this became her job. So I would plant the sunflowers for her, and then she would cut them and put them in bouquets and sell them. So every year they leave us a little space in the garden, and then Lauren and I come through and plant the sunflowers. Although this year she's not helping. She was pregnant with the baby when we were planting, and then when we were harvesting, she just had the baby. So I'll take care of it for you, hon, no worries. That didn't take too much time at all. We got quite a few cut here. Now I'm just gonna take them back to the farm market. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put them in jars or if I'm just gonna wrap them up. Then people can pick them up and take them home. I was working on putting all my sunflowers away, and then I got out to the field and the boys have already been picking this morning. Joel and Daniel have been working on peppers. They got some jalapenos and poblanos.
I was picking tomatoes and now I'm picking eggplant.
This isn't just any ordinary eggplant. Dad, tell them why this eggplant is special.
They have to be small enough to fit in a jar.
They're jarring whole eggplant at once, so the eggplant needs to be small enough to fit in a jar, but not too small, just the right size. So we're doing our best to look. So the only thing we can think, this is some kind of recipe that they need the eggplant so small. But we're also, while we're out here picking some eggplant for the farm market, so we're not leaving behind these larger eggplants like this. We need 2 more types of eggplant, and the first eggplant we're gonna get is called white eggplant.
Why do they call it white eggplant, Andrew?
No idea. We've got all of our white eggplant harvested. Now we need Italian eggplant. There's a lot of names for this eggplant, but the variety we plant is an Italian eggplant. Growing up on the farm, I didn't even know there was this many types of eggplant. Now we raise 4 different types. There's plenty more out there. Now what's interesting is all of these varieties have spines on them, except for the Italian eggplant. And you have to be very careful when you're harvesting, because those spines, even though they're tiny, they're very thin and sharp, and they break off in your finger. And if one of them breaks off in your finger, it's easy for it to get infected because you can't find it. So you have to be very careful when you're harvesting. That's why with these, we just pull them off the plant, but the others we clip them. Now that we're done with the eggplant, we need some hot cherry peppers. I would have to say hot cherry peppers are one of the most popular peppers that we raise. There are so many people that come to the farm market and pick these up. and they say we do a good job at raising them. In the area where we live, there's not too many people that raise these hot cherry peppers, so that's probably why we're so popular for them. And by the end of the year, we'll go through nearly hundreds of boxes. We've been working really hard trying to get our silage crop all harvested for the cows, but we've had a little bit of a problem. The clutch on our chopper is giving us a lot of fits. The second we try and use it, it's heating up and we're worried we're gonna just destroy it. So we personally had thought that we were just not gonna be able to harvest the rest of our silage crop. But one of the neighbor farmers has come to help us out. And what's really neat is that the farmer that's coming to help us out is one of the dairy farmers that we get a lot of our calves off of. So that's pretty cool.
I wasn't prepared for him to cheat like that.
Because that farmer's here, the boys are gone. They went over to get the other silage wagon ready to go. So I'm just gonna take all this stuff into the farm market while they take care of that. So my beautiful Aunt Becky, she went out and got us pizza as a treat for lunch. And this kind of works out because we're gonna be taking care of that silage. So the boys can grab some pizza and take it with them. Kind of a crazy day on the farm. We rented a silage bagger and our rental's almost run out. So the neighbor is coming over with his chopper to chop for us. But he's a little bit more of a professional than we are. He's a dairy farmer and his chopper goes pretty quick. So we're kind of really scrambling to keep up with him. And on top of all of that, the store is crazy busy. So then we have to we're picking peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, all that, trying to keep up with the store and trying to keep up with Jeff as he cuts silage. As Jeff cuts silage faster than any man we've ever seen. That's not true. He's a small dairy farmer, so his chopper is just way nicer than ours, but it's not that big. We've been running around like crazy. We just had a tire just go flat on a wagon. Fortunately, we were able to fix it. So now we've got our wagons out and running again. Both wagons are down. So all we're gonna be doing right now is filling this bag as fast as we can. Once we're about out, then we're just gonna close it up and seal it. That way we have extra feed for our animals. We're raising a few more animals this year, and the last thing we want is to run out of feed for them. On the tractor. Thank you, Andrew. So we've just about got everyone working on silage. The only person not working on silage right now is me. That's because there's nothing really I can do. So I'm gonna head out and start picking some peppers. So the number one thing we need is hot cherry peppers. So we're gonna be trying to get more hot cherry peppers and also some long hot peppers. We just haven't had a lot of time to pick them today. We only got 2 baskets of hot cherry this morning. So I'm gonna go back and pick for a while and see what I can get. That's pretty nice right there. I think if we start doing some more silage, we might have to get a new one. See, for a lot of farmers, it's not too neat to see those machines running around. But we've only been doing silage for the past couple of years, so I always get excited when I see new machines like that. So while they're all taking care of that stuff, they're going to be pretty busy. And since every job was basically taken, I'm going to just be harvesting peppers. So we're looking for hot cherries, and later on we're going to try and get some long hots. We'll see how long this takes us. Now we have to be careful. Some of these red ones have split because of all the rain we've got. Peppers don't split all too often, but when they start to turn red and mature and then they get older, they will split from too much rain. So we are finding a few of those, like near the bottom of the plant, but everything else looks really, really good. It's not taking too long. I am finding some really nice peppers out here. I did pick some long hots just to break it up a little bit. I was tired of picking the hot cherry, but now I'm gonna head back in the hot cherry. Well, it looks like I got back just in time to see him finish up. Oh my, look who came to work. Oh, never mind, she's asleep. She's not working right now. How many loads did you get put in this bag?
I think we put 9 loads in.
Is that gonna be enough for the cows?
9 more than we had last year, so we hope so.
We got that finished at a good time because the person who owns this is coming back for it tonight. So we've got to get this all set up for road travel. But we're happy we got a second bag finished. It's not as large as our first bag, but it's still nice to have a secondary bag. Oh. The rest of the corn silage that's in the bagger, we're just gonna feed that to the cows, and we have to make sure that no air gets to this, so we're gonna be covering up this end. Daniel just took the skid steer loader and he dumped a couple loads of dirt here on the bag. That should keep the air out and help stop spoilage. Now all we have to do is wait for the guy to come and pick it up.
I think that's good.
Was that machine a little better than ours?
When I was chopping, I'd normally go a mile an hour. We were going 3 miles an hour, 3.6. You know, we were flying out through that field.
Were you able to keep up running wagons?
I was not able to keep up at all. Him and Jeff would be in the cornfield, just looking at corn. And then I'd show up the next time, they'd be in a different cornfield looking at corn. And then I'd show up the next time, they're in the soybean field across the road, not even near the road. You kidding me? They had time to kill.
It's nice to get that big job accomplished. Now we're heading out to the field to pick sweet corn.
Make sure Daniel.
For our first bin, we need 250 ears.
Potato Washington.
Farm market's now closed, so now we're just putting everything away into the cooler. I don't know how it gets so messy here every night, but we have to go through and clean everything up for tomorrow.
I'm hauling red beets.
You guys remember that little kid from the movie Up? You can have your backpack back now. I don't want it anymore.
Thank you. It's not funny anymore.
We got done with work for the day. We're up sitting on the porch. Matt is over holding the baby. Lauren's sitting here with me. We got Grammy, my dad. Mom just left to go get something, so we're just chilling. Lauren and I are trying to decide what we want for dinner. We're gonna get from a local place, not sure yet. But since we're gonna get ready to go and get dinner, this is where we're gonna end the video. We want to thank everyone for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.